How to create a TeamSpeak 3 TS3 server on a Kamatera Ubuntu Linux cloud server or virtual private server VPS. In this video, I'll take you step by step through the process of creating a Kamatera VPS server in your desired location, install the TeamSpeak 3 software onto an Ubuntu Linux server. While our server is being created by Kamatera, we will then install an SSH program called PuTTY. This will allow us to log into our server and get the privilege key or token. We will need this to give ourselves server admin, which stands for administrator in our TeamSpeak 3 server. We'll also download the TeamSpeak 3 client for your appropriate operating system. Once our Kamatera server is up and running, we'll then log in using the TeamSpeak 3 client, and we'll use the admin key displayed in the PuTTY SSH terminal window to give ourselves server admin in our TS3 server. Okay, so let's first begin by creating our Kamatera's TeamSpeak 3 server. To do this, open up your browser and navigate to the following URL address. This URL address is my referral link to Kamatera, and it will give you $100 in free Kamatera cloud credits to try Kamatera free for 30 days. I'll put my referral link in the video description below so that you can click on it for your convenience. Once you're here, click on Get Started at the top right hand corner. To get your 30-day free trial and your $100 in cloud services credit, you'll need to create a free Kamatera account. Enter your email address, pick a password, and then create a free account. If you would like a step-by-step process on how to sign up and create a free account on Kamatera, I'll put a link in the video description below to one of my videos that will take you step by step through the process of getting your 30-day free trial with Kamatera. Now, I already have a Kamatera account, so I'm going to click on Login. Once you've logged into Kamatera, you'll be on Kamatera's console in your dashboard. On the left-hand side, underneath Dashboard, click on My Cloud. Then click on Create New Server. We'll first need to choose a zone or a region to host our TeamSpeak 3 server in. Kamatera offers Asia, Australia, North America, Europe, and the Middle East. I'm going to be going with Europe for this video demonstration, and I'm going to choose the country Germany or Frankfurt. It's best to go with a server location that's close to you and your friends that you're going to be using TeamSpeak 3 with, as that will give you the lowest ping and therefore the best connection and of course the best audio. Once you've chosen your zone, scroll down until you see Choose an Image. Click on App Images. Scroll down until you see TeamSpeak. Click on TeamSpeak to select this app image. Once you've done that, scroll up until you see where it says Choose Version. Here we'll need to choose the version of TeamSpeak that Kamatera has available for us. So if I click on this drop down arrow here to choose a version, you can see we only have one version of TeamSpeak, and that is TeamSpeak latest Ubuntu Server 24.04. So I'm going to click on that to select it. Once you've selected your TeamSpeak version and the TeamSpeak app, scroll down until you see Choose Server Specs. The cheapest server type is going to be either burstable or availability, so T for burstable or A for availability. I'm going to be going with A for availability. And then the lowest spec availability TeamSpeak 3 server option is the 2 CPUs, 2 GB of RAM, and 20 GB of SSD disk space, which will be more than enough to run your TeamSpeak 3 server. If you look at the bottom here, you can see the billing cycle and pricing. Currently, that's at $10 a month at the time of recording of this video. You can also go with hourly billing cycle, which is slightly more, but allows you to cancel whenever you want by the hour. Now, because this is a video demonstration, I'm going to be going with the hourly billing cycle, which is about $0.014 an hour. Now, if you're serious about running your own TeamSpeak 3 server, I recommend going with the monthly billing cycle, as it's slightly cheaper. Once you've selected your billing cycle, scroll down. You have more options here, such as daily backup management services. I'm not going to touch any of these. Choose networking. You've got simple mode, advanced mode. Mine is currently on simple mode. I'm going to leave everything as default here, including advanced configuration. I'm going to continue to scroll down till I see finalize settings. Here we'll need to choose a password for our TeamSpeak 3 server. This will be the root password that we'll be using to log into our TS3 server using the PuTTY SSH client. So I'm just going to put in a password now. Once you've entered a password, you'll need to validate that password again. So I'm just going to do that now. Number of servers is going to be 1 only, and then you'll need to choose a name for your server. So I'm going to call my TS3 server test-server-TS3. As you can see, the server name is checked, which means it's available. If the name you've chose for your server is taken, you'll need to come up with another name. Scroll down to the very bottom until you see where it says Create Server. Now, just above, you have the billing cycle and pricing displayed once again. You can change your mind one last time if you want before you create your TeamSpeak 3 server. I'm going to leave it as hourly billing cycle, and then I'm going to click on Create Server. Kamatera will then begin setting up our TS3 server. The creations of our server has been added as a task in the queue below. If we look at the bottom left-hand corner and click on Tasks in Queue, menu, you can see that my test-server-TS3, I'm missing the T here, it says test instead of test, but that's okay. You get the point. As you can see, it's currently at 9%. So we'll come back to this once our TS3 server is up and running. What we can do in the meantime is install our PuTTY SSH client. So I'm just going to click on my other tab here, and you're going to navigate to the following URL address. I'll put this URL address in the video description below. Once you're here, look for where it says package files and choose the appropriate Windows installer for your operating system. Now, if PuTTY isn't available for your operating system, you'll need to download an alternative SSH client for your OS. Now, I'm not going to take you through the process of installing PuTTY as I already have it installed on my desktop. However, I'll put a link to one of my videos which will take you through the step-by-step process of installing PuTTY on your PC. Again, if PuTTY isn't available on your OS, you'll need to download an alternative SSH client. Okay, now that we've downloaded and installed PuTTY, we'll need to download and install the TeamSpeak 3 client. I'm going to click on my other tab here, and I'm going to navigate to teamspeak.com. Once you're here, click on Downloads, then click on TS3 Client. Download the appropriate version of TeamSpeak for your operating system. So you've got Windows, macOS, Linux, Android, and iOS. I'm going to be downloading the Windows version, which is going to be Client 64-bit. So I'm going to click on Download. The TS3 Client will then begin downloading. It's a relatively small file, and it should be downloaded rather quickly. I'm on the Google Chrome browser, so I'm going to navigate to the top right-hand corner of my browser. I'm going to click on the Downloads icon, and then I'm going to click on TeamSpeak 3 Client.exe file. This will then open up the TeamSpeak 3 installer. Now, if you're on Windows like myself, you'll be greeted with the user account control, which asks you, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? You have the option to click on no or yes. Of course, if you want to install TS3 client, you'll need to click on yes. The TeamSpeak 3 client setup will then open. Go through the installer by clicking on next. Read the license agreement by scrolling down through it while you read it. And then once you get to the bottom, if you agree with the terms, click on the checkbox, I accept the terms of the license agreement, and then click on next. You have the option to install for anyone on this PC or install just for me. I'm going to click on install just for me, and then I'm going to click on next. Choose a destination folder. I'm going to go with the default option. I'm going to click on next. Select location where to store the configuration files. I'm going to be going with the recommended option, which is to save in user-owned files, and I'm going to click on next. And I'm going to uncheck mark the box to install the official TeamSpeak 3 overlay by Overwolf. As for me, that's considered bloatware, as I just want the pure TeamSpeak 3 experience. You can keep that check marked if you want, and now all that's left to do is to click on install. TeamSpeak 3 will then begin installing. It will install very quickly, and once that's done, make sure the box to run TeamSpeak 3 client has been checkmarked and click on finish. TeamSpeak 3 will then open. As you can see on my taskbar, it's already open. I'm just going to click on it to maximize it, and then you have to read through the license agreement. So I'm just going to scroll all the way down. You have the option to click on I do not accept if you don't accept once you've read it, or I accept if you agree to TeamSpeak's license agreement. I'm going to click on I accept. I'm just going to close this pop-up, and I'm going to close my TeamSpeak account as I'm going to use it as a guest. TeamSpeak then asks you to choose your nickname, so I'm going to call myself Websplaining. And I'm going to click on OK. We'll come back to the TS3 client in just a moment, so I'm just going to maximize it and I'm going to minimize it for the time being. Our Kamatera TeamSpeak 3 server should now be up and running, so I'm just going to click on that tab to check it. And actually, it isn't up and running yet, so it's at 85%. I'll be back with you once it actually is up and running. Okay, our TS3 Kamatera server is now up and running. This is our server's IP address, so we'll need to copy this IP address, which is 185.47.174.192. Now, the IP address will be unique to your server. So I'm just going to copy it first by highlighting it. I'm just going to go back here so you can see it's highlighted. I'm going to right click on it and then I'm going to click on copy. Okay, we now no longer need our Kamatera console. We can simply close out of our browser to be taken to our desktop. Now all we need is our PuTTY client, which we have downloaded and installed. If you don't have a shortcut for PuTTY, you can search for it in the search box below, and then you've got your TeamSpeak 3 client. So we're going to connect to our Kamatera TS3 server using the SSH protocol. To do this, double click on your PuTTY client to open it. In the host name or IP address, paste in the IP address of your Kamatera server. This is the IP address that we just copied. Once you've done that, click on open. You'll then be greeted with a PuTTY security alert, which tells you that the server's host key is not cached in the registry. You have no guarantee that the server is the computer you think it is. Of course, we know it's our Kamatera server, so you have the option to accept, connect once, or cancel. I'm going to click on accept. Maximize the PuTTY terminal window. So we're going to be logging in as root, so type the word root in here. It will be the same for you, and hit enter on your keyboard. For your password, that's going to be the password you chose for your Kamatera TS3 server. So I'm just going to enter in my password now. Once you've entered in your password, hit enter on your keyboard and you'll be logged into your TS3 server. Underneath system description, you'll be able to see your TeamSpeak 3 server IP address. Underneath that, you'll see your TeamSpeak password, and underneath that, you'll see your TS3 token. This is the token you need to confirm your connection. This will be unique to your TS3 server. It's basically what allows us to give ourselves server admin in our TS3 server. And then the TeamSpeak 3 config files is located in this directory. And then underneath that, it says you can allow IPs in this config file, which is this .txt file. Now, before we connect to our TS3 server using our TeamSpeak 3 client, I'm just going to show you how you can get to your TeamSpeak 3 config files. So highlight /home/TeamSpeak. This will automatically copy this directory in the PuTTY SSH client. And then in your PuTTY terminal window, type cd, which stands for change directory, and then right click to paste /home/TeamSpeak and hit enter. And as you can see, we're now in this directory. Type ls to list everything in this directory. And as you can see all the TeamSpeak 3 server config files in the /home/TeamSpeak directory. For example, we can even see the query_ip_allow_list.txt text file is also in this directory right here, and many other configuration files. Okay, now that we've talked about config files for TeamSpeak 3, let's actually connect to our TS3 server. So first, copy the IP address of your TS3 server, which is this one right here. So I'm just going to highlight it. For me, it's 185.47.174.192. This will automatically copy it to my clipboard. I'm going to open up my TS3 client. I'm then going to click on Connections, Connect. I'm going to delete the server nickname or address, and I'm going to right click and paste in my TS3 server IP address. As for my nickname, I'm going to call myself Websplaining. I'm going to leave the server password as blank, as we don't actually have a server password. Once you've entered in your server IP address and your nickname, click on Connect. Once you've connected, you'll be greeted with the Use Privilege key. This is a newly configured server for which administrator privileges have not yet been claimed. Please enter the privilege key that was automatically generated when the server was created to gain administrator privileges. Enter privilege key. So I'm going to open up my PuTTY terminal window, and I'm going to copy this token here. I'm going to highlight the token from the letter V all the way to the letter O. Once it's highlighted, it means it has been copied. And then I'm going to open up my TeamSpeak 3 client, and underneath privilege key in the text box, I'm going to right click and click on paste to paste in the alphanumeric token. Before I click OK, I just want to show you that my nickname Websplaining, server group is a guest and channel group is a guest because we haven't claimed admin privileges yet. And if I click on OK, this should change. And as you can see, it has. The server group now says server admin, and TeamSpeak gives us a notification that says privilege key successfully used. So I'm going to click on OK. I'm just going to mute my microphone on TeamSpeak as it's a bit distracting for me, but you don't need to do this, of course. Now that you've claimed server admin on your TS3 server, you can begin customizing your TeamSpeak 3 server. So at the very top here, it says TeamSpeak server. This is the name of your TeamSpeak server, so you can right click here to change it, and then click on Edit Virtual Server. I'm going to delete the default server name here, and I'm going to call it Websplaining's TS3 server. You can add a welcome message if you want, so I'm going to delete everything that's already pre-typed, and I'm going to say welcome to my TS3 server. And then I'm going to click on apply and OK, and there we go. The server name changes. We can also add more channels. So currently we only have one channel, which is default channel. You can right click anywhere on the blank area of your TS3 server and click on create channel. So I'm going to keep everything kind of basic, as this is just a video tutorial. However, you can customize everything that you want to your heart's content. So for this channel name, I'm going to call it Tech Talk. I'm not going to add an icon. I'm going to leave it passwordless. You can add a topic, you can add a description. You've got the standard tab, the audio tab, the permissions tab, the advanced tab. I'm going to click on standard tab. The channel type is currently set to temporary. I'm going to make it a permanent channel. There's so many options here that you can customize, such as the needed talk power, which is currently set at 0. I'm going to leave it as it is, as that allows anybody to talk. And then I'm going to click on OK. As you can see, the Tech Talk channel has now been created. I can join it by simply double clicking on it. And if I click on my nickname here, you can see that I have the server group, server admin, and the channel group, channel admin for Tech Talk. Okay, so that's all I'm going to be covering in relation to customizing your TS3 server. And that concludes the video on how to create a TeamSpeak 3 server, TS3 server on a Kamatera Ubuntu Linux cloud server, VPS. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, comment down below, and most importantly of all, subscribe to support the channel. I'll see you on the next video. Why is it so hard to let you go?